Probably.
What's that? Okay.
I'll turn over.
This way.
Yes. Okay. Are we rolling? Greetings, I'm Rob Chapman and I am at Seymour Duncan. Believe it or not, this is super exciting for me. I am a couple of margaritas in the head from yesterday down, but a couple of coffees up, so I'm feeling super psyched and excited to make a pickup. As tradition dictates, I am removing my ocular senses. I'm going to be blindfolded so that the look and maybe the smell of the pickup doesn't lead me down a pathway to believe how it would maybe sound. Maybe it looks like it would be active or looks mega brutal and I start playing that way and I'm leading myself in a false expectation. So I don't want to see the pickups. It's going to be super exciting. They're going to wire these pickups into my ML2 Pro from Chapman Guitars. And then I'm going to try them one at a time and say, I like this, maybe I don't like this, I want more crisp packet 2.3K, a bit more low end, shelve off this, make it more MIDI bumpy or not so much. And then eventually they're going to take all of these notes, feed them to the incredibly miraculous MJ, and they're going to make something super cool, or maybe they've already made something super cool, that Chapman can use in a special run, limited thing, whatever we're going to call it. I don't know yet, but let the party commence. I am ready for pickup number one. Oh, I should say to the audience, I'm just playing using my normal tones. I've got a crunch and I've got a gain and I've got a pedal for more gain. I won't be using just like unusual tones, like just a pure clean, because I need to hear these pickups in the environment that I would use them in. So I'm just going to be using a gain and a crunch for most of the time. It's got a lot of bite. This is going to be super harder than I thought because I really like it. And it's pickup number one. It's got this interesting honky, bright high end. It's like more of the lower mid has been shelved in favor of a really bright, focused top that I'm enjoying. And what I need to do now is super drop tune it and go back to the game.
I don't pick up when you're in those drop tunings.
I look for that. That was brutal. Because what I'm getting, I like to hybrid pick and I like to play quite heavy progressive metal. And what I really wanted from a pickup is I like it when I can do the finger picking with the brutality. And so what I do with my Pegasus and Senti is tap it out and then I still get I get this. So I'm tapped out here, so I'm getting the picking clarity, but I'm also getting some quite brutal stuff. And now if it's great, we better move on because this is already super, super nice. I'm back. We've got pickup number two. I have no idea what it is. I'm once again blindfolded before they came in with the guitar. I think it should say number two somewhere down here. There it is. I can feel it. Yeah, we're going to run it again, see what we think, and hopefully it'll be super, super bad or super, super good because the last pickup was really bossing. And I'm going to say out of 10, previous pickup for me scored a serious 8.5. It was amazingly good. It really cut. So let's see how this one sounds with some ganache. Oh shit. amazing. I'd love to know what it is, but it's really, really amazing. So hard. This is the hardest thing I've ever done. So this has got the lovely high-end, crisp articulation, but it's a little bit more MIDI, and it's smoother sounding. The last pickup was a bit more brittle in a pleasant way, but this humbucker, it's smoother but retaining that brightness. I don't know whether that makes any sense to anyone listening, but that's how it sounds and feels. I don't want to say we're done at pickup 2, but this is the absolute bomb. I don't know what this is. It sounds super high output. It's driving the amp a lot more, but it's really pleasant. Let's do another one. No, for me, it's a little bit too focused in one area. It's not wide enough, and there's a lack of some of the mids that I liked in the previous pickup. The previous pickup, I'm going to give that a 9 because it was super good. This one, I don't dislike it, but it's not giving me the energy, the lift, and the sustain and the subtle, gradual turn into feedback that the other pickup did. So I give this one a 7.8. Next!
What does it smell like to you?
Smells like a pickup. Tell you what, it doesn't smell black. That's what it doesn't smell. It's a colour. There's something different about this one. Is Dennis here?
Yes.
Is the neck different?
No, the neck is the same.
Would the neck be affected by the bridge?
Shouldn't be.
Okay. Super even harmonics. It's really interesting. It's just like purring. Just not quite bright enough for me. It's got a really beautiful character and it's smooth and rounded, but it's not quite got the top end cut through that the pickup number, was it 2, that I had. I really like it, but it's just, and it's got a good output, but it's just missing that high end that the second one had that I really liked. But this is a great pickup, but it's not got the punch in the high range that the number 2 had. So I'm going to give this one an 8.8. I like it, but it's not quite right. Okay, so it's super good. It's a little tiny bit underpowered. I really enjoy the tone. I'm going to give this an 8.9. I'd love to know what it is. This is really special pickup, some of the low harmonics just flying off it like it's just nothing, you know. It's beautiful. Oh dear. I mean, I've had a load of barbecue. Maybe that's made me feel like this is better than it is, but it's a real tie between this and number 2. This is also a 9. This sounds amazing. If I had to really vote now between all of the 6 I've tried, number 2 still wins. But this is super, super good, and it's definitely on a par, if not very slightly behind, for what it is that I do with the pickup. But I just sounds amazing. So, I need to know what they were. Dennis?
Yes,
Can you help me?
I can help you.
Okay, so I'm going to de-blindfold myself. I think we're going to sit Dennis next to me, and then in order of the points I've awarded them, we're going to go from the bottom to the top and discover which one I thought was the best. So, it's time... Well, let me introduce people first of all. So, all the way over on the left, we have Alex, and then we have Dennis, and then I'm Rob. Dennis is the wonderful gentleman who's been wiring in all of the new pickups and then restringing the guitar every single time. So super, super appreciate all of your efforts in this.
Happy to do it.
Do you want to say what you do for Seymour Duncan?
I'm the customer service and technical support manager.
Okay.
So I talk to people all day long about pickups and what their preferences are.
Nice.
And I talk them through wiring issues that they're having. And that's
A lot of
my
people
job.
turning it off and on again, does it? Okay, that's good. And Alex, what do you do?
My title is Senior Director of Strategic Partnerships. So I manage all of our OEM accounts like Chapman Guitars and national accounts as well.
Ding! And I'm Rob. I'm a hair farmer. And I also have a guitar company and I play guitar. So I haven't looked behind me as much as I would like to at the pickups that Dennis had wired in. What we're going to go is in order of the one I liked least, he's going to give me first to look at and know what it is. So what was the first pickup?
So number 3 was a 7.8.
Now, this doesn't, by the way, this doesn't mean that it was a bad pickup. It just means that for the way I play, which is hybrid picking and a bit of Bambacam, it didn't fit the bill for me personally. So please don't be offended if it's a super amazing pickup.
We knew you're a fan of the Pegasus model. That we
I
made.
am.
So we made some variations of the Pegasus with different magnets in them.
Oh.
And that one had an Alnico 6 magnet in it.
Ah.
Maybe felt a little bit higher outputs. Not much, maybe 10%.
That's interesting, because
And-
I think
but
I
maybe-
said that felt like it was lower output. That's really fascinating. But so this is a Pegasus with Alnico 6.
Alnico 6 magnet and a Pegasus pickup that we made, especially for this shootout.
See, now, you know, here's the psychology thing. If you had said to me, oh, we've hooked up a Pegasus, but we put Alnico 6, I'd have been like, oh shit. And I would have loved it purely on the basis of knowing what it was. Alnico 6 sounds cool. It's a tweaked Pegasus. That sounds cool. But I didn't like it. I love the Pegasus, but that version, for me, it didn't sit with what I do.
And the standard Pegasus comes with Alnico 5.
5,
So
yes.
that's the baseline.
Yeah.
That is the beloved Chapman
Oh, yeah.
Duncan
So you might-
pickup.
Pegasus Sentient, and I tap them out, and I
Yeah.
love that set. Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
might have been a little bit more immediate than the Pegasus.
Yeah.
Just due to the higher strength.
I
of the
don't. I
magnet.
don't need one Nico per string. That's me.
All right.
You know, get rid of one. So what was the next one?
The next one was 8.4, number 1.
Number 1.
Number 1,
Number one
once
was
again,
really good.
a Pegasus.
Okay.
But this one has an Alnico 3 magnet.
Oh, really?
So this is a weaker magnet,
Huh.
which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Usually
Yeah.
a weaker magnet gives you a greater dynamic range to your playing technique.
Yes.
So a lot of vintage players and blues players, people like that, who really kind of go from soft to loud using
Yeah.
their technique or volume control, really like Alnico 3
I love
magnets.
using my volume control. Wow. Well, it sounded amazing because I remember thinking first pickup is already amazing. So it's an Alnico 3 Pegasus.
Alnico 3 Pegasus
Wow,
that we
this
made
is interesting.
especially for this shootout.
I love this. This is so exciting. So what was the next
We
one?
have 8.8, number
Close.
4.
Number 4.
Number
8.8.
4. Now that's our
Huh?
59 custom hybrid. Something you
Oh.
could get right off the shelf.
I think I used that pickup in one of our guitars. Oh God, I'm going to hate myself. Custom hybrid.
So it's got an Alnico 5 magnet, like the
Mm.
Pegasus does.
Yeah.
One of the coils is from our 59 model.
Yeah.
One of the coils is from our custom model. So custom model is about double the output of a 59. So what you might have noticed when you split it is that might have been a little bit louder than the other pickup swing split, or might have
Interesting.
felt like it had a little bit more output.
Right. I don't remember my footnotes,
Right.
but I know that it was a great pickup, but it wasn't quite where I needed to be. But I think I used that pickup.
I remember
think
you.
I might have put
I think
it
you
on a-
said you like it a little bit brighter than this.
Yes.
Which would make sense. This is kind of a in between a moderate output and a
Right.
vintage type of pickup.
And it's the 59 custom
59
hybrid.
custom hybrid.
Okay, that's super interesting.
You also said this one is not black, it's a different color.
Did I? Tell you what, it doesn't smell black. That's what it doesn't smell. It's a colour. There's something different about this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty incredible. So yeah,
Did I say I could smell it?
yes,
Yeah, I
you
can smell
smelled it.
colours.
You smelled it was a different.
I am
color.
a slightly synesthetic.
Your synesthesia
Yeah,
is totally.
I can
right
feel
on.
sound. Right, what was the...
Next one is 8.9, number 5.
Oh,
Number 5. Once again, this is a Pegasus. This one has an Alnico 8 magnet in it.
oh,
So more powerful magnet than was in the standard Pegasus.
right.
It's a
This
little
one,
tighter, yeah.
this one was great. It did something that some of the others didn't. I can't remember my footnotes again because I've been through so many blind tests of pickups, but I know it was really good. I don't think it had quite enough output in comparison to number 2, which was the winner in my appearance so far, completely. But this was very nice.
So now number 2 and number 6 are both 9. So you
Okay,
decide which
number
one.
2 wins, but let me see what number 6 was first.
Number 6 is in the guitar, but that is also a Pegasus, but that one we put in a ceramic magnet.
Our small ceramic magnet. So the same
Uh-huh.
ceramic in our Duncan Custom versus the large ceramic in the Duncan Distortion. So this was the sort of baby ceramic.
I'm super excited to find out if number 2 is a ceramic then, because I remember around dinner when I had delicious barbecue, I said, it sounded ceramic to me. And Alex couldn't look at me. So, well, this was amazing. I mean, just jaw-dropping. Number 2 for me was the best by a long shot. So what was number 2?
Number 2.
Don't tell me it's like just a super distortion.
Number 2. A Duncan Invader.
No way!
Yes. Like a model we've been making for a really long time. Now, this is a particular, it was a customized model with gold poles, so maybe
Right.
that would put it over the edge. Even though you were blindfolded, you could
Listen,
feel the gold.
I'll admit, I've never tried an Invader. I've never tried one. It's not ceramic though, is it?
It
triple
is ceramic.
It is ceramic.
Yes.
Get in. And I said it sounded like it had big slugs.
So there you go. Big hex screws on that.
It's like, it's a bit bling, isn't it?
Right.
It's a bit like, look at me. I've got these massive
The-
gold
The,
pieces.
the stock one has black, but
Right.
we thought we'd pull it all out and for the shootout.
My
Since you were
God,
blindfolded.
This is
and
so
everything.
interesting. I really think I could hear the ceramicness. For me, it was an obvious thing. It was creamy and smooth, and I found that that this pickup had a presence in the mid and the high end, and it absolutely made the lead sound incredible. Can I take that one back with me? Can we wire it in?
I can wire it in for you, and
That's
you can take
amazing.
it home.
Thank you so much. Well, the problem is, that sounded immense, this sounded immense, but we haven't really done anything with the neck. Would you match something with this? What would you recommend?
Typically, most people would put in another Invader
Really?
with it.
There's a matching neck, yeah.
Just a complete
But if
invasion.
you, a lot of times, if you like what the sound is,
Yeah.
what's in there, why not keep it?
Okay.
But we can, get you another Invader if you want.
Well, I mean, part of me is disappointed that I couldn't create something super new, but then another part of me is like, this is real. You know what I mean? This is an amazing sounding pickup. It's unfathomably clear and powerful and all the bits of the EQ that I want. So I think we're going to have to put a load of these in some Chapman Guitars because it sounds great. Does it come in different appearances?
This one was actually a customized one that we had made.
So you don't normally have
You don't
these-
normally have the gold poles. You would have black with black poles.
But does it make a difference to the sound?
It should not make a bit of difference.
Okay, interesting.
We can make the bobbins that matte finish that you have in the stock
Uh-huh.
pickup.
Yeah,
So
I
we
prefer
can
I
have-
prefer the matte finish.
Yeah, so we can have it match.
Yeah. Thank you very much. This has
You're
been
welcome.
incredible. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video demonstration of me having my sight removed and testing things one by one. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's make some dirty guitars. Bye.